this is like the last bit of the 2024 carrot harvest that we're harvesting in 2025. I have about another half a dozen in the garden right now that are still little itty bitty. But I'm so excited. So all we're gonna do really is just to cut these up and put them in a freezer. We'll munch on these sometime this summer. So not only did we get the carrots out, we got a whole basket full of spinach. So I'm leaving this here because my parents will enjoy it. We had some spinach this week.
While I go ahead and get these carrots cleaned up, I wanted to chat with you guys about small amounts, big effort, you name it. We have put in a lot of effort to learn how to grow things from, I think that was 5A. And then now we're learning how to grow things in zone 8A, 7B. And it is a tremendous difference. Our efforts did not go unnoticed because we are starting to see different things work. Previously, I didn't have the ability to grow 2 seasons. Got it all in the ground at one time in Minnesota, and that was it. Unless you had a greenhouse that was temperature controlled, pretty much anything trying to grow after August, you're looking in a downward weather trend. So we did a lot of preserving in the spring and summer months, but now in this zone, I have the ability to preserve in the fall. I have the ability to preserve in early spring, and that's what these carrots are. I was able to plant these carrots in October 2024, and now that it has been, I think, about 6 weeks now of harvesting these carrots, we're going to eat some as a snack and we're going to freeze the rest. But it has been such a wonderful understanding of what it means to accept small things. Throughout the growing season, I will preserve just a little bit here and there, but by the end of the season, guess what I have? I have a half a gallon full. I have 2 or 3 meals worth. Do not underestimate the power of a little bit at a time. We come from a society that teaches you go big or go home. No, enjoy where you are with the little stuff. Enjoy that moment where it's just a little bit to enjoy today, knowing that in the future it's a lot more to enjoy. This cucumber comes from the farmer, so it's not exactly from our garden. But we're going to enjoy this with a snack. We're going to pickle some. Just a little bit for right now. Our cucumbers are slowly making it through. The weather has been crazy, wonky. Super rainy days, 3-4 days in a row, and then 2-3 days of super hot weather. So, but when it comes in, the harvest will be plentiful. Just like these snow peas, more than half of these we grew ourselves. I was so happy to toss that in some sesame teriyaki sauce that's gluten-free with some chicken and shrimp. The chicken comes from the farmer too. We love to eat this way because it's simple. And no, we don't have a freezer full. No, we're not going out and spending $1,000 to stock our freezer. Just a little bit at a time, and it makes such a huge difference. Like this little bit of dill that's in this jar that I'm grating the cucumber over. That little bit of dill from the garden made a wonderful tzatziki sauce for tonight's dinner. Grate the cucumber, lemon juice, A2A2 yogurt, plain, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Just a little bit. That's all my son and I need. My husband doesn't really like it, but it got the job done. It is a sauce for a meal, and we're such a sauce family. So anytime you hear somebody telling you, oh, go big or go home, or that's too little, just know that a little today is a lot tomorrow. A little practice today can make a better performance tomorrow. Speaking of more little, see that little bit of spinach in the bowl? I'm making individualized quiche. So my husband and I can have a breakfast for a couple days in a row. And so these individual quiche allows us to pull a handful of spinach from the garden, wash, squeeze the water out, and it turns into a nice little fluffy quiche. So don't think that your garden is too small. Don't think your efforts are too little. Because after a while, a little goes a long way. It will be a lot of nourishment in your body with just a handful of homegrown food. Your family will really enjoy it. Top it with some cheese, eat it with some chocolate banana bread.
Do it again.
Another meal that we really love this week is lettuce, big salads, boiled eggs, and grilled steak or oven baked steak. And there's some arugula we love to get into. But what I took was some lettuce, a little bit of homemade mayo, cumin, and red pepper, and made a nice topping for our fried shrimp tacos. Once again, another result of a little goes a long way with some garlic rice. So it wasn't all work and no play this week. My son requested chocolate chip cookies, and I said, hey, if you help, we can get it done. Boys in the kitchen, that is something right there. He desperately wanted to touch the egg and then totally freaked out. Does that happen to you guys? So of course he got some eggshell in there, and I told him don't worry, we have to use a fork or another shell to get it out. And yeah, it was an adventure nonetheless to get that shell out of there. But we were successful, and on to the next egg. And so I'm teaching him not only what we grow, what to make with it, but then a little bit of effort makes such wonderful dishes. His favorite part is messing with the blender, of course, and so he likes to crank it up and get it everywhere, but I just let him have at it because cooking is messy. So here's some vanilla beans that I'm scraping into the cookies. And I will soon be getting some more vanilla going because we need it for the holiday time, and we need about 5-6 months for the vanilla beans to really take shape. So stay tuned for that video. Got the flour in there, and I let him have at it again. He will definitely learn how to make everything he wants. Little by little, we're not going to shove it all into his last couple years of living at home. We're going to get him involved whenever he asks and teach him along the way. So dairy-free chocolate chips are quite pricey. I tend to find that the Trader Joe's is accidentally dairy-free, and they have the best price on, it used to be a whole pound. I think now it's about 14 ounces. But with some muscle work, he is putting in the work to get that mixed in nice and thoroughly.
Where's your muscles you said you have? There you go. Good muscles. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's get some wax paper. Okay, so you're going to pick up the bowl, and then you're going to dump out the cookie dough right in the middle.
Okay.
Once we give these cookies a little trip through the freezer for 20 minutes, we'll be able to slice them and enjoy them. Thanks for stopping by and seeing what we're doing in the kitchen this week. Hopefully you learned that a little bit of effort, a little bit of harvesting, even just a little bit of baking is good. Be satisfied that a little goes a long way. And trust me, it's better for your mental health too, because sometimes it's all we really have. It's just a little to give. Until next time, guys. See you later.